Welcome, my name is Rahima Khan, and in this video I'll be presenting an analysis of a supermarket tour conducted for my sociology class. The supermarket I chose to analyze was Metro. I chose Metro because it is an acknowledged leader in the Canadian food industry and is also one of the major supermarket chains in Canada. With over 600 stores, Metro serves thousands of food items as well as household items. Inside Metro, I investigated the produce aisle. The produce section interests me the most in a supermarket because it's the first section one sees as soon as they enter, and it's also one of the most important and most used sections of a grocery store. So as I wandered into the produce section, I had many questions in mind. Firstly, where were the fruits and vegetables grown? How fresh are these items? What sort of information is provided on labels? Is most of the produce imported or local? Is there an organic section? As I entered Metro, I first saw grapes and avocados placed on the front-facing shelf. I was curious as to why these specific items were placed here. I discovered grapes and avocados were placed first to stimulate the senses, as colors red and green are known to trigger hunger. Basically, the entire produce section is placed first in the supermarket due to the distinct colors that evoke hunger. After carefully analyzing the colors, I analyzed contamination. Contamination of fresh produce is a worldwide issue that leads to harmful outcomes. Many foodborne illnesses are a result of contamination. Using the Environmental Working Groups chart in the supermarket tour book, I investigated where vegetables were placed based on their level of contamination. I found a mixture of both most contaminated foods and least contaminated foods placed together. For instance, sweet bell peppers that are ranked as number 3 on the most contaminated foods are placed near eggplants, which are ranked in the least contaminated foods. In addition to contamination, product positioning was analyzed. It was discovered that different types of a certain fruit are placed together to provide ease of access to customers as well as a nice organized display. For example, Metro places all kinds of apples in one particular area, and from previous analysis we can see that the technique of color stimulation is being used, with the mixtures of yellows, reds, and greens. Similarly, the position of bananas was also analyzed. Since bananas are one of the most commonly eaten fruits in Canada, they are positioned very close to the entrance, behind the first shelf of grapes and avocados. As described in the supermarket tour book, bananas in Metro are also imported. Since they are being imported, a few factors come into place. Bananas are one of the most chemically intensive crops grown. Pesticides are widely used in the growth process, as bananas are sprayed with synthetic fertilizers and insecticides. Other factors to consider when purchasing bananas is the condition of workers involved in the plantation and importation. Banana field workers are exposed to chemicals daily while being given insufficient training and low wages. After investigation of the produce section, most of the fruits and vegetables were found to be grown in Canada, with some grown and imported from different parts of the world. After examining the quality of foods, 75% of fruits were found to be fresh, whereas 50% of vegetables were found to be fresh. This hints a possible reason as to why fruits are placed closer to the entrance before vegetables. The labels displayed the price of the produce item, the weight in pound and kilograms, as well as the origin, such as product of Colombia. And yes, there is a section for organics. The produce section in Metro consists of an organic section that is shared by both fruits and vegetables. The organic section is situated in the middle of the produce aisle, which doesn't create an outstanding view. There is a huge variety of fruits and vegetables placed together, which for some can be too crowded, create confusion, or lead to indecisiveness. On the other hand, some customers might view this as an easy access to all organics in one area. One thing I noticed was the information on organic food labels is very little. More information should be provided as to where this organic food is coming from. As expected, organic produce is more expensive as it is healthier. Since it is more costly, shoppers think twice before purchasing healthier organic produce. As a result, less shoppers are able to purchase organic produce, which deprives them of obtaining a higher nutritional value. In this battle of organic produce, companies who produce organics and sell it for a high price win and benefit, whereas low-class and middle-class shoppers who can't afford to pay high prices for produce lose. It was also amazing to see the use of salad dressings and dips as supplementary products to facilitate and enhance the taste of salads. This gives the companies an advantage of earning extra money with the purchase of salads, as well as customers an enhanced, tastier salad. In reference to Metro Supermarket, the supermarket tour guidebook by OPIRG was used. The accuracy of this guide really surprised me. It was fascinating to realize how little details such as music and colors contribute to the overall experience one has at the supermarket. I agree with the details provided in the guide since I have experienced them myself personally. For instance, I agree that supermarkets play popular tones in stress-relieving music, and I don't think any of the information presented in this guide is biased. It applies to almost every shopper. My expectation when entering the aisles of study was seeing sealed foods first, however the items were arranged due to their color stimulation. I also expected to see organics placed beside their non-organic foods, however there was an entire separate section for organics. I agree with the info presented in the guide about the produce section. Buying organic, local, and in season has tons of benefits for shoppers. Organics provide higher nutrition value, local produce is cheaper and supports the community, and lastly, in-season produce have less chemicals. To conclude, the supermarket tour at Metro has given me an educational, valuable, and a great learning experience. In the future, I need to alter my eating habits such as eat more organics to avoid exposure to pesticides, support more local produce to reduce contact with chemicals. Thank you for watching.